What is up, you guys? Max back here with another video. In this video, I want to talk about the C7 Corvette, and I want to answer the question on whether now is a good time to buy the C7 Corvette or if you should hold off. And I want to sort of look at some numbers and some price trends to sort of come up with my conclusion. If you guys did not know, CarGurus offers a unique tool that looks at some of the year-over-year numbers, the last 30 days, the last 90 days, and you can look at any make and model for whatever years you want to sort of come up with some ideas on where prices are going, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. I want to direct you to the top of the graphic where you'll see what I just said, all the way at the top left, the make and model. For this video, we're doing 2014 to 19 Corvettes, because that is the C7 model years, and then you'll see the last 30, 90 days, and then the year over year. So I want to show you guys those two columns where you can see the last 30 and 90 days, and excluding the 2019 model year, you'll see everything is going down. So if you want to ask me the question on whether now would be a good time to buy the C7 Corvette, I will obviously elaborate on my answer throughout the rest of this video, but I will say that now would be a much better time than it would have been, say, 90 days ago, because prices are going down. But with that being said, prices will continue to go down. The reason I say that is because the C7 Corvette, although there are some collectible cars that may continue to go up, like the 2019 ZR1 and some of the Z06s, because that would be your last chance, especially the manual ones, because I know those are very coveted, and I don't think there's going to be another manual Corvette. I don't think any of the base Stingrays from 2014, 15, 16 are really going to be too coveted or just continue to go up in value. I think they will continue to depreciate, especially with the increase in production of the C8 Corvette. I think that goes hand in hand, and you saw an increase from 2020 to 2021 in production from the C8 Corvette. It went from about 20,000 to 25,000, and the goal is 40,000 produced. So once they get closer to that number, I think we'll continue to see prices go down, and things are starting to normalize just a little bit. Because when you looked at some of the prices not too long ago, you would see a car from 2014, just by example, a base 2014 Stingray, you would see a car that was taken off the lot for $58,000 brand new, and then you would see someone who added 100,000 miles to the car charging $45,000, which is sort of insane to me. That's when I knew things were a little out of whack, and now I think we're starting to see some relatively high mile cars for in the high 30s to low 40s. Right now you could buy a 2014 or 15 pretty loaded car, a 2LT or 3LT with the Z51 package equipped for, like I said, high 30s, low 40s, which is not a bad deal, especially when you compare it to the C8 Corvette. You're paying about half of what most people are paying MSRP if they're lucky for the C8 Corvette, but you're getting way more than half the car. So that is one thing to justify the purchase of that car that I would just, like to mention. Now, if you look at this price trend from CarGurus, it's not the end-all be-all. This is just one source of data, but it gives you a general idea to make just a statement about whether generally people should go with or go without buying the C7 Corvette currently. But I think there are some different circumstances. I touched on it a bit earlier. If you're looking at a ZR1, a Z06, especially from the later years, especially the manual ones, those may continue to go up. I'm not a genius. I'm just looking at the data here. I cannot predict the future, but I will just use the data I see and use some background knowledge I have of the car to say that those prices will go up, just because I know you are probably not going to see another manual Corvette ever. You're probably never going to see another front engine Corvette ever. So when you combine all these factors, and also the ZR1 has 750 horsepower, even with the C8 Z06 coming out, that produces only, I say only, but it has 670 horsepower compared to the 750. So from the factory, 750 is by far the most ever from a Corvette. The manual, like I said, never going to see that again. Front engine, never going to see that again. So it's a very desirable car, and I've seen prices go up on that car, and my prediction for that car is it's going to continue to go up, as well as the Z06. But I feel like if you're looking for a base Stingray, especially from the earlier years, or you're looking at a Grand Sport, I do not think you have too much to worry about if the car is going up. I think the car will continue to depreciate as C8 production continues to go up. As supply goes up on that car, I know the price will go down on the C7 Corvette generally. And if this doesn't make sense to you, the C8 Corvette, if you wanted it right now, it's the latest and greatest Corvette. If you want it, it's a 12 to 18 month wait if you want to build one yourself, or if you want to buy it right now and just leave from the dealership with that car, you got to pay an insane markup, sometimes $20,000 or $30,000. And you don't even get to build the car yourself. Somebody else spec'd it out for you. With that being said, you guys can understand that people are going to want the C7 Corvette. It's a much more attainable car. even though it's used, you can just go to the dealership, buy it, and pay, I wouldn't say a fair price, but you're paying a much lower price than you could pay for a brand new C8. So there's a reason that used cars in general are in such high demand, and the C7 Corvette is no different. But you guys are starting to see the prices fall just a little bit, even though you guys can see year over year prices are up. Over the last 30, 90 days, they're going down, and I expect that to continue. So I would say wait as long as you can, because it is a depreciating asset and will continue to go down. And I know I keep mentioning it, but with the supply of the C8 going up, the prices will continue to go down on the C7. So wait as long as you can, but I would say now is not a bad time to buy the C7 Corvette, especially compared to what the prices were not too long ago. And that's probably going to be the end of this video. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below on the C7 market in general, or your stories. Do you have a C7 Corvette? Do you want a C7 Corvette? And what are you guys thinking? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to read through it. And also like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one for more content. Peace.